Let's be real for a second. The panel interview, it's probably one of the most intimidating, mentally exhausting parts of the whole job search, right? Well, facing a room full of people can feel totally overwhelming, but today we're going to break down exactly how you can walk in there and take control. So picture this. You walk into a room and it's not one person, it's four, five, maybe even six people all staring at you. Questions are coming from every direction. It can feel like an interrogation, for sure, but it absolutely doesn't have to. The secret isn't just about having the right answers, it's about managing the energy of the entire room. And make no mistake, panel interviews are often designed to be a bit of an endurance test. They want to see how you perform under pressure. But here's the secret they don't expect. You actually have way more power than you think. You can control the rhythm, you can control the pace, and I'm going to show you exactly how. So here's our game plan. First, we'll nail down what makes these interviews so tough. Then, we'll get into the fun stuff, strategies to engage everyone and control the pace. After that, we'll cover a crucial step before the interview. And finally, how to walk out of that room leaving an amazing impression.
Okay, first things first, we have to understand the real challenge here. A panel interview isn't just a series of questions. It's really more of an observation. You got multiple people, probably from different teams with totally different priorities, all analyzing you at the exact same time. It's a test of your composure just as much as your skills.
You'll almost always notice a couple of people doing most of the talking. But don't let them fool you. You have to pay just as much attention to the quiet ones. They're the observers, taking notes on your body language, how you handle a tough question, basically whether you can command a room. Your true goal is to manage that entire group, not just the folks asking questions. So, how in the world do you engage everybody at once? This brings us to our very first technique, and it's a powerful one, the eye contact strategy. This is a super simple, nonverbal way to connect with every single person in that room and make them feel like part of the conversation. Okay, here's how it works. It's a simple three-step move. When someone asks you a question, start your answer by looking directly at them. That's natural, right? But then, as you get into your answer, slowly and gently pan your gaze across the entire panel. Make brief, comfortable eye contact with each person. This pulls everyone in. Then, right as you're finishing your point, you bring your focus back to the person who asked the question in the first place. It's subtle, but trust me, it is incredibly effective. All right, now from my favorite part, taking back control of the tempo. Because if you let them, some interview panels will just fire questions at you one after another, leaving you with zero time to think. We are going to put a stop to that right now with a couple of secret weapons. Your first weapon is something I call the functional pause. This is a total game changer. All it is a simple, deliberate action, like taking a slow sip of water or pausing to jot down a quick note. Why does it work? Because it's socially awkward to interrupt someone while they're doing that. It creates this natural, acceptable break that gives you a few precious seconds to gather your thoughts. So you really have two main tools here. First, use those functional pauses. Have that glass of water or notepad ready to go. And second, don't be afraid to push the spotlight back onto them. If you get asked a really complicated question, it's not just okay, it's actually smart to ask a thoughtful, clarifying question of your own. It shows you're engaged, and it gives your brain a much-needed break from being the one talking. Now, all these techniques for mastering the room are awesome, but they're useless if you can't get in the room to begin with. So let's take one step back and talk about the advantage you need before you even walk through that door. Let's talk about your resume. Here's the hard truth. Before you ever get a chance to impress a panel of humans, your resume has to get past a panel of robots. These automated systems are the gatekeepers, and honestly, most resumes never make it through that first filter. Think about this number for a second. A staggering 75%. Yep, that's right. 75% of resumes are rejected by applicant tracking system software before a human being ever lays eyes on them. That means 3 out of every 4 people who apply get filtered out, a lot of times because of simple things like formatting errors or not having the right keywords. All your amazing experience could mean nothing if the bot can't read it. And this is exactly where today's sponsor, MobileCV.ai, is such a lifesaver.
It's an AI tool designed specifically to solve this exact problem. You can give it any document, an old resume, your LinkedIn profile, whatever, and it rebuilds it into a perfectly formatted, job-ready resume in about a minute. It uses these professional templates that are designed to get past those ATS bots. It even has an AI that helps you write a cover letter, and it gives you 3 free credits to start. It's an essential tool for your interview prep.
Okay, let's bring it all home. Your amazing bot-beating resume got you in the room. Now it's time to put all these pieces together and leave an impression they won't forget. The biggest goal here is to shift your mindset. You're not just an interviewee anymore. You're becoming a conversationalist.
So here's your final checklist, your game plan. Number 1, use that 3-step eye contact strategy to pull in the entire room. 2, control the rhythm with your functional pauses. 3, turn it from an interrogation into a two-way discussion by asking your own smart questions. And finally, remember that it all starts with an ATS-optimized resume that guarantees you get the chance to shine in the first place.
I want you to remember this quote. You're not there to put on a performance like you're an actor on a stage. You are there to lead a professional conversation, to show your value, and to see if the fit is right on both sides. When you look at it this way, you take all your power back. By using these strategies, you can walk into any panel interview not with dread, but with real confidence. You've got the tools. So the only question left is, are you ready to lead the conversation?